Hey, lovely viewers! Welcome to our channel, Grey's Anatomy Official. In the stark, impersonal confines of a hospital stairwell, a space meant for transition becomes the stage for a final, devastating confrontation between Dr. Meredith Grey and Dr. Derek Shepherd. The scene ignites with Meredith pursuing a visibly cold and distant Derek, her voice laced with immediate regret. "I never should have told you about George," she says, referencing a recent romantic entanglement. Derek's response is not one of understanding, but of biting sarcasm that barely conceals a deep well of anger. He is glad to know, he states, not just about George, but also the vet, another of Meredith's recent romantic interests. With a cruel and dismissive tone, he delivers his first blow. "You really get around." The accusation hangs in the air, a stark and deliberate attempt to shame her. Meredith, stunned and hurt, confronts him, demanding to know what he just said. Derek, unwilling to back down, doubles down on his judgment, calling her actions unforgivable. Here, the power dynamic begins to shift. Meredith, refusing to be cast as the penitent, retorts with strength. "I don't remember ever asking you to forgive me." Derek, however, is intent on wounding her. He escalates his attack, twisting her pain into a weapon against her. He questions if her knitting a phase is over and cruelly asks who is next on her list of conquests, suggesting their colleague, Alex Karev. In a moment of supreme cruelty, he remarks, "'Cause I hear he likes to sleep around. You two have that in common." This direct slut-shaming, comparing her to the hospital's most notorious womanizer, is the final straw. In a flash of raw emotion, Meredith slaps him across the face, a physical release for the profound emotional injury he has just inflicted. This act clears the air for what becomes one of the most defining moments of her character. With tears welling in her eyes but her voice unwavering, Meredith unleashes a torrent of righteous fury and pain, finally claiming her own narrative. "You don't get to call me a whore," she begins, her voice trembling with the weight of her conviction. She forces him to remember the beginning of their story, a time before the heartbreak and betrayal. "When I met you," she explains, her voice softening with the memory, "I thought I had found the person that I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I was done." In her powerful monologue, she lays bare her vulnerability. She had been ready to put aside her past, her daddy issues, and her self-destructive patterns because she believed he was her forever. She dismantles his moral high ground by reminding him of the most crucial fact of their fractured history. "You left me. You chose Addison." It was his decision to return to his wife that shattered her world and broke her heart. With this truth established, she defends the choices she made in the aftermath of that heartbreak. "I'm all glued back together now," she declares, a testament to her resilience. In a powerful statement of self-worth and autonomy, she refuses to be shamed for her coping mechanisms. "I make no apologies for how I chose to repair what you broke." She circles back to her central thesis, the line that reclaims her dignity and exposes his hypocrisy. "You don't get to call me a whore." The force of her words leaves Derek visibly shaken, his anger deflating into a somber resignation. The fight is gone from him, replaced by a quiet finality. This thing with us is finished. It's over. For Meredith, this is not a threat, but a long overdue release. Through her tears, a single word escapes her lips, filled with exhaustion and a sliver of relief. Finally, they both affirm that it's done. The toxic cycle of their on-again, off-again romance finally severed. Derek turns and walks away, leaving Meredith alone in the silent stairwell. She stands for a moment, absorbing the finality of the end before walking slowly down the stairs, the weight of the conversation etched on her face. The confrontation is over, a painful but necessary cauterization of a wound that had been allowed to fester for too long. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.